Overdose deaths in Vermont involving fentanyl has more than doubled since 2015. The state is working to combat the problem by giving addicts special tools. Channel 3's Don Amato shows you the new fentanyl test kits to see if they're helping or feeding the heroin epidemic.
Do users want to get help?
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
We're calling this woman Jane. She agreed to talk to us about her addiction to heroin if we hid her identity. Her fight with addiction has gone on for years. She got clean once, but got hooked again while seeking pain relief from an injury.
How long have you been using?
Right this time 2 years.
She wants to stop using, but in the meantime, she's just trying to stay alive. Much of the heroin she has purchased over the last 2 years has been laced with a hidden killer, fentanyl. It's a synthetic opiate that can be 50 to 100 times stronger than heroin. Dealers cut heroin with fentanyl because it's cheaper and keeps users hooked.
Are you afraid you could overdose?
Well, yeah. I test it every time.
Fentanyl is virtually undetectable to users until now. She says these test kits have saved her life. They were provided by Vermont Cares and the Vermont Health Department through a secret pilot project that started a little over a year ago. Vermont Cares specializes in HIV and AIDS testing and treatment, but they started their syringe exchange program in 2001. Now, they offer these fentanyl testing kits at most of their locations around Vermont.
The test kits are very simple, actually.
Teresa Vizina is the Associate Director of Vermont Cares. She showed me how the kits detect fentanyl.
You would draw up the solution in your syringe, as you normally would.
These strips are used to test the drug's leftover residue. You see results within 2 minutes.
It's sort of like a pregnancy test where there's one line if it's positive, 2 lines if it's negative.
Vizina recommends clients test before each use. It's one of the things she goes over with users looking to pick up a kit, along with having an open conversation about their drug use.
We always share with people that this is not 100%. This is a tool to try to give them information about what they're using, but no test is 100%, and no drug is really safe to use.
The kits cost about $1 a piece, and over 1,000 have been distributed during the pilot project. The health department says the test kits are just another tool for preventing drug deaths.
The percentage of fentanyl as a responsible cause of death has gradually risen over the last several years.
In 2016, 96 Vermonters died due to opiate overdoses. 49 of those involved fentanyl. Last year, the opiate overdose number jumped to 101, a record high. 67 of those involved fentanyl, another unfortunate record.
They had never been that high.
Levine and Vizina call the test kits, syringe exchange sites, and the overdose reversal drug naloxone harm reduction strategies. The hope is to keep a user connected with a system of care. Addicts can take advantage of any one of the tools to help keep them safe while using and have easy access to get treatment when they decide they're ready for it.
Do you believe that we're just enabling Vermonters to use drugs?
It's been hard to convince many members of the public, actually, that these are strategies that are very sound. But when you know what addiction is, and you understand the changes in people's brain chemistry and the fact that they almost are helpless with their drug, you want to keep them alive as long as you can so you can get them into treatment.
The reality is that people are using drugs. The people we serve are using drugs, and they will be using those drugs whether we provide this intervention or not.
Jane says she tests every batch of heroin so she or her friends don't overdose. She tells us using the test strips has kept her safe while shooting up, and that anything to try to help end this opiate crisis is worth a shot.
Addicts are stuck. I mean, they're in a dark place, and it's definitely not enabling. Any option for help is, I guess I'd say a miracle. Any option is better than none. You can at least try something, because otherwise it's just going to get worse.
The health department says they still have kits to give out as part of the pilot project. They hope to get the testing program fully funded in the state budget. Reporting in the studio, Don Amato, Channel 3 News.